May 12th, we had a city council meeting. Any changes to this one? Like anything?
No.
I'll call later.
Any motion?
I make a motion to accept city council meeting May 12th, 2016.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, the next one is May 26th, city council meeting minutes. The office has been so busy, guys, and she is a little behind, so we got caught up on all of them this week.
The 26 ones weren't done yet, so those ones have to be tabled.
Workshop or?
That's the workshop.
Oh, this is the workshop.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just written it off of it. Okay, so the city council workshop, May 26th. In regards to volunteer park usage and food pods and conditional uses. Is there any changes? No, please.
No.
Entertain a motion to approve the workshop minutes.
I make a motion to approve the May 26th city workshop minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No, carried away. Reports. Gaslin's not here, so. Well, I guess I put him under your business. Okay, Kurt, you go first.
Okay, so fire season. We basically now, fire season has started June 8th, so, and what that means is that no ground fires on your personal property. Burn pile, I think the guys pushed up today. If we can keep it from getting lit, we have the heat out of it, so it should be good and safe to bring your pine needles and pine cones and limbs under 3 inches. So I don't know if anybody's looked in there lately, but there is getting some stuff. There's a house dumped in there.
Yes.
So we need to patrol the burn pile, maybe get permanent signs up. I don't know who brought the stuff in, but they may have not known either. Because the signs come and go. We're responding to our calls. The fire department's running real good right now. We worked on a fire truck Saturday for like 4 hours that has been clogging nozzles real bad. We pulled the hatches off, and it's probably got 45 years because it's a 47-year-old truck full of rust in it. There's several 5-gallon buckets full of rust. We're gonna work on that because it is our first run structure truck. It's probably gonna be out for like 10 more days or so before it's complete. It'll have a little bit of an expense. I wouldn't think more than $400 for the treatment of the tank in that. And that's about it. Okay, we're responding to our calls. The big thing is fire season. That could change really, that could step up and get way quicker as far as extreme, moderate, all that. And I will try and get, well, the office has what that means when we go into
Right.
moderate in that. So I would like to see the reader board go up out there that's
Okay.
just saying, hey, we're in fire season, no ground fires.
Yeah, we'll get that.
And at this time, rec fires and cooking fires are still
Okay,
allowed.
so they can still do recreational fires.
You can still do a rec fire.
What about burn barrel?
No,
Okay,
I mean, the paper.
That's fine.
The paperwork says burn barrels are okay. To me, a burn barrel is an unattended fire. It's the most dangerous one that we light, is a burn barrel. And campfire, there's several people standing around watching it. A burn barrel, you light it, you go back into your house and it's, that's the thing. So no burn barrel.
okay.
Are we at medium?
Moderate,
Moderate,
yeah, we're at moderate.
we're at moderate. Okay, thank you, Kurt.
Yep.
Then we're gonna get a new report from Mr. Alex Tallman. I don't know if you've all probably seen him around. He said if he wanted to be brave enough to come and give us a water and sewer report,
Yeah,
burn pile report.
yep. So my name's Alex Tallman. I replaced, Tim Jacobson back in February, and I've been learning from Jeff as best I can. And, I just wanted people to know that, well, we can't keep up with how much water is going out, watering yards or whatnot. In case there's a fire in town, we may not have enough water to actually put that fire out. So we're just waiting for the system to catch back up and, hopefully then we can go on, regulated watering schedules. So hopefully that, our people can still water their yards, but it won't be for 7 hours a day or nothing like that. Because our system can barely keep up with what's going on right now, and especially from the flea market, it was pretty bad.
So we did put out, are encouraging, Lindy put out a flyer to do even odd for people to water. Because the system, if you water all day, some of these were watering all day, you couldn't refill. So you guys are having problems refilling.
Yeah.
And then you guys are gonna watch the burn pile a little bit as people dump it on.
Yes, we're gonna be, watching or going to check the burn pile and make sure people aren't dumping things they're not supposed to be dumping, otherwise we may have to get a camera out there and see who's dumping what.
Alex, I got those 3 cameras at the house, you want to walk them through?
Okay, perfect,
Yeah, cause like we had tires in there and personal garbage,
yeah,
and like Kurt said, a house,
yeah, I saw that house this morning. So.
yeah, so, thanks, Alan. Thank you.
Alex, do we currently barricade, like have it open certain hours during the weekday and certain hours on the weekends for people, or is it open
We
24/7?
closed it for the flea market, we closed it entirely, but it's opened back up now. We're just asking people to jump in front of the ribbon, there's some yellow ribbon out, and not on the burn pile itself. We'll push it up into the burn pile, make sure there's no spots anymore. Yep.
Hey, new business. Like you said, Mr. Gaslin's not here, so familiar faces here to give us our financial report. Lisa.
So, your cash statement with your expenses. Nothing really unusual. There was the rock, Artie Mack bill, and it was the rock that was placed at the cemetery. And then, of course, your Baker Sanitary from the flea market. You had the trash and the porta potties from the flea market. But other than that, your bills are
For the normal,
usual.
these are monthly bills. Anybody have any questions on those?
No.
Michael, Cheryl?
No, just to mention the cemetery rock stuff, reimbursement. For the reimbursement grant we spend, they give it back to us,
And that was
4,700.
Okay, so I would entertain a motion to pay the bills as presented.
I make a motion to pay the bills as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
I
Opposed? And then,
Your appropriations review.
mhm,
So everything is online. Of course, this is June, so it's the last month of the fiscal year. So everything looks really good with the exception of the parks. Last meeting, Mr. Gaslin suggested that you move funds to cover that parks, so that you don't have to do an overage
mhm.
report. So you have a resolution to move those funds. But other than that, everything else looks par for the course.
Thank you. Any questions on the appropriations for today?
No.
Thank you, Renee. Okay, so as part of that, did you get the resolution? Oh, you
Yes,
got
I
this
have
in
the
there. This is not on here. So part of it is we have a resolution in your packet. It's number 447-26, amending the 2025-26 budget. Whereas the city of Sumter adopted its fiscal year 25-26 budget at a regular session of the city council in compliance with Oregon laws. Whereas the city of Sumter encountered unforeseen expenditures in the general fund parks department. Whereas the city of Sumter is required to change its original budget in order to expend these funds and change to that budget. And the change to that budget is not greater than 10% of the general fund. Be it resolved that the city council of the city of Sumter hereby modifies the 25-26 budget as follows. Capital outlay is 28,000 out. And then personal services is taking out personal service 5,000 and material service 23. So we totally put in 20.
So it's right at that
28.
10%.
Yeah. The above resolutions. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, taken there. The above resolution statements were approved on this day. So any questions for, Renee on this resolution?
No.
They did. Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve resolution number 447-26, amending the 25-26 budget. Yeah, from the general fund.
I make a motion to approve resolution 447-26, amending the 2025-2026 budget for the change to general fund.
No second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. And the original goes back to you, right? Renee? Does the original go back to you?
We all sign that book?
Yeah. So we'll get original afterwards. No. One other thing you have in your packet from Gaslamp Accounting is their annual agreement to continue having them doing our finances. Everything is basically the change or stayed the same. We haven't changed it other than how they did the accounting. Renee, explain more. They did, they,
So when you guys received or went to the part-time city recorder, then Gaslamp Accounting took on more of the accounting and bookkeeping part of it. So instead of billing per month for what we do, and when we do that, sometimes months are higher and lower just so that you guys can budget. He's just worked it in, and so he's just averaged it out instead of doing the additional charge. He's just raised it, so then it's more level pay.
so it's basically the same amount.
Basically the same amount,
But
but it just is averaging, so you pay the same amount every month.
So the average, so it comes out to $3,300 a month for them to do all the work for it. Any other questions on that?
No.
I just wanted, so you understood that it's basically the same, they just give an average.
You're basically doing a flat rate instead of a 4-week
Exactly.
cost would be less than a 5-week month.
Right.
So, I would entertain a motion to continue our financial services with Gaslamp County.
I'll make the motion to approve the Gaslamp County and continue our services with them.
No second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Oh, and, okay, so next thing is, we talked about the last meeting to do a 5% sewer rate increase, which was $1.20. Anyway, we did not, vote on it. So, to go forward with the rate as of July 3rd.
So that'll show up on their August 1st bill.
Yeah,
And it's not the $10 land use fee.
no, it was rated on the $30 flat fee. So I would entertain a motion to approve the 5% rate, sewer rate increase as discussed at the previous meeting.
I'll make the motion to increase the current sewer rates by 5% as per the previous meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Read like we do high.
Okay. Well, yeah, I know, if you're looking for everybody, but,
We just need, and one of the things I'd want to mention though, on the sewer, EQ is requiring us to do upgrades on our sewer pond and all that stuff. They want us to chlorinate our sewage water before we apply it on the hillside. And what is their current cost estimate? We're up to 4.1 million. Right in
yeah,
there,
we're up at 5,
5 million. So,
the load that's been pushed out.
yeah, we're trying to deal with that and try to get that, stop that from happening, because if they're going to mandate that we do it, we're gonna request that they provide the money to do it. So we don't have it. So,
Yeah,
there's some water sewer issues we're having to deal with.
so, okay, I just wanted to give the budget stuff, I just don't care to have this. The next thing on the agenda is the volunteer park. The budget, no, the budget documents will be on, all the budget documents, will be the last
On the
meeting.
next meeting.
Next meeting, you know, so it's the, I jumped ahead to the other budget. At the last meeting, we said we do a volunteer park contract usage fee. We had a special session, was hoping somebody would show up. Not many people showed up for it. The city attorney was here, went over and looked at some other small parks, what they do. So we do have a new city volunteer park usage agreement. Have you guys had time to read this?
Mhm.
She put some indemnification statement and that kind of stuff in it. So I guess if we have no problems with it, I would entertain a motion to move forward with this contract for use volunteer park for events.
I make a motion to accept the city volunteer park usage agreement for event.
I will second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and there will be, I'll have Wendy make some copies here after the meeting for you guys to look at, to have. These people have really shuffled this past. Center Street Development. Well. Let me see what enough of them say. Okay, we have Sumter Street Development. Oh, open Sumter Street, okay, Marcia, can you explain what they're doing
There's a lot back of Sumter Street, the 203 lot. Sumter Street's down, you go past the burn pile and then it goes left or right, but there's a gentleman that wants to sell his lot and he is willing to open up Sumter Street and pay to have it constructed to city standards. So that his piece of land that he's trying to sell can be accessible. Which is fine. We might have to survey that. I don't know how much junk it's not junk, it's treasures. I know treasures that you guys had on that, south side of the shop. I don't know how far that went back into that street, or might have to do that, but another problem is our burn pile is in the middle of Magnolia. And, who wants to go around the burn pile? So I've already talked to wetlands and I'm waiting for DEQ to get back to me, but we might, cause everybody's allowed, the 50 cubic yards that we can put into that, I call it a cesspool, which is owned by the city, and I own one, and John owns one, but he said we can start dumping. But I want it in writing, we can start putting some of that ash, cause it does filtrate down through the gravels per their specs. So we can get rid of some of it that way too, but I don't know if it'll take it all.
Which end of the pond are you gonna put it in?
Where Riverside is, we can dump it right off that end and then on the side so that I can have access, cause it's kind of slushed back quite a bit on the pin and start putting some of it there, but these people that keep putting in these great big trees and stuff, it makes it kind of rough. We gotta get them back down there, but we'll put cameras up there too, so we can see who doesn't and start checking it every week.
So the gentleman on the Center Street, he just wants to do it going to that property.
He just wants it, Magnolia and then go to the west, and he would bring it up to standard, so we just have to decide, what is that, a 60-foot street, 60 or 80, I can't read the map.
No.
Cause right now, that's the only way to get through it unless he comes down through the property that's for
So
sale.
he does realize that it's his expense.
Yes,
Mhm.
it does say 60 feet, yeah. Yeah, it is, he's gonna do it at his expense to city standards. But we might have, if we don't know where the pin is, we might have to have it surveyed on that one.
So, okay.
John, you've got your pin on that little.
Yeah, you can get, I'd like to get it surveyed. I mean, we kind of know, but at the burn pile, and then there's a hole back there. It's about 20 feet deep, that one of the markers is in the bottom, so it'll have to be replaced. There's just a giant hole that goes back there. And
Oh,
that's
if
the
you go
corner-
further,
My corner is, yeah, before you drop into Dennis's.
oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't been back past the burn pile really to go back and look on that. So yeah, that might be something he has to do too. It's up to council.
Okay, so do we want to, okay, him to do this with some restrictions as far as we have to find the pins and all that, or what's, what are you guys thinking?
Well, one pin's missing. Well, yeah, definitely would have to. I don't think there'd be any pins on the corner of Magnolia.
Yeah,
There is.
there's a pin right at the corner of Magnolia where it hits Sumter.
But it's on the, east
Kind of on
side,
the left corner, left-hand corner.
left-hand corner.
Yeah,
Oh, we could go off of that one then probably too,
I
but
know we need one.
it's the intermediate markers I'm talking about from there, the one going in the hole,
okay.
so they don't build off the road on me.
So you want it to go to 60 or you want it just to go for 30?
Well, is that can be his only.
Well, I mean, it's a
his
city.
access.
Yeah.
This is city street, but it only is going to go.
Well, it's a city street, but it gives the maintenance another way of going around the shop too. Instead of constantly going through Granite, they can go around Sumter and come around on the city property in the back, cause that's all opened up. It's just another,
Yeah, it's better access.
it's better access for them too, instead of constantly beating Granite Street. You can go down and around too.
Daryl, your thoughts?
I don't see a problem with it.
Goes up and do the 60? What?
Yeah, I think we could do, since he's the only one that's gonna be serviced by it, I don't see a problem, 30 feet.
30 feet?
But definitely want it surveyed though, at least the one line. Cause of that.
That just brings up one question though, how do you address, what are you gonna do with the burn piles? That will be in your street.
We're gonna move it.
Okay.
Would we have to?
Do
Can't-
you know where?
I just mentioned that, yeah, we're gonna put it at the end. I'm waiting for DEQ to get back to me because I want it written.
Put the new burn pile, where we're gonna put a new.
Oh, the new burn pile?
Yeah.
Shop,
Oh, the new,
You were
yeah.
talking about the ash,
behind the shop.
Yeah, we were talking about putting it behind the shop.
know where it was?
Did it used to be
Yeah,
back at
before,
the
yeah.
shop? Yeah. Putting it back there.
Okay. So we want to approve him to do 30 feet on Center Street, the city specs,
I think so.
Yeah, but I want the 30, yeah,
and it needs to be surveyed.
at least that one line.
And you have them pay the survey?
Well, he's gonna pay for it all.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cause we don't have the money to open up the street. So which pin do you want on that? on his property line? Is that the best pin? Yeah,
Okay,
I just want to survey Ellen Ward down.
so do I have a motion to do this?
I'll make a motion to approve the, redevelopment for something by Dennis Miller for 30 feet width. And length of, 250 feet.
Has to have more, that he's responsible for.
Well, couldn't it go also here? So that would exceed the 250.
This is going right to his property.
Okay, so his property is at this line.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the motion is to approve him to do a 30-foot street
And survey
and survey.
at his cost. The city specs.
At his cost. Alright.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Mr. Davidson?
Well, you guys kind of helped me with your last statement on the city park about starting with fees. Well, that's the, if not the first, definitely the second in the street, so. And I paid to oil it, and just like our letter said, if they wanted to have something, then they needed to pay part of that oil. But if you guys are gonna have, rent the park out, the city, I would like to put oil in that, it's a city park and a fire department. I think it needs to be oiled by the city. And then like John deal got turned down, how do you guys go about that when you turn him down, but there's one Father's Day weekend?
We didn't approve that.
Well, I know, but I mean,
They haven't seen the contract.
Yeah, we didn't approve any of it,
We
and
didn't
then all the
approve
flyers go out.
but that's what I'm asking,
Yeah.
is how is it not good for him, but somebody else can just walk in there?
Because we cranked it down, there's a contract now there who have, I mean, the park is supposed to be for the families, take their kids, you know, just what we've been using. We don't want any really organized events, but we made a contract, but it has to be no more than 25 people. And there's no music, there's no, I mean, it's a restricting, because if somebody wants to have an event, like we told them at the last meeting, we have a perfectly good pavilion, it's much bigger, and it doesn't interfere with business or residential. And that's what we're looking at.
Well, I didn't know that until I got here.
Right, I mean,
this
that's,
contract.
yeah, well, we worked on that last week, that's what I mean. It's something we worked on last week because of this one came up, that we didn't know we had to address this issue until it showed up. So, because my vision is any organized event of any size should be up at the event grounds. That's what it's there for. It has parking. You know, we have a big parking problem around your place anyway. I mean, your patrons park on the, you know, on the park grass and stuff. So, I mean, parking is an issue around there. So,
Which I told Daryl last year, I
Yeah.
mean, if you guys, I can't stand out there and tell
Oh, no.
people where they're
well, I
gonna park.
know.
But if
Yeah.
you guys don't want them parking there, I have a parking lot,
Yeah,
but
oh, yeah.
put a sign out there that says no parking.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, it's always been a problem there because, so little parking in the neighborhood, and that's why the vision that, and this contract addresses, you know, you could have 25 people to have a celebration of life in the little pavilion, but other than that, if you're gonna have a true event for all the community to participate in, you need to be at the event grounds. And that takes care of all the parking issues, the dust issues and all that.
Well,
You know,
no, the park gets used every day, but
well, I know,
what I know I'm bitching, but
that's okay.
that 300 feet, since that building has been there,
Mhm.
I've been there longer than that building, and I'm the only one that keeps your ambulance going out of that thing every day, cause I plow that snow off every freaking day. I mean, nobody else does.
Well,
I mean, if Jeff's busy or something, he may come over there and back drag it out there, but I make sure that's plowed every morning when I plow.
I know you do.
I think that
appreciate it.
street, 300 feet of it needs to be oiled.
Well, if we had the money, we might be able to talk about it. We have in the budget, $14,000 for streets. That's all the money we have in the current budget. And that won't even cover snowplow. So until we come up with something better and some kind of more funds, we really can't do a lot of oiling.
That's why we're talking about going back to the ordinance and maybe implementing our conditional uses on the RVs. It'll put more money into the general fund. And all the people that have RVs that are camping on their property, that is in the ordinance since, 1984. That they need to pay a yearly conditional use, and that, even if there's
I
15
thought
of
there
them.
was one in Taft already, no?
Pardon?
I mean,
Mhm.
they don't.
No, yeah, I mean, you could tell people they might come in once, but the next year they don't come in again. And I mean, yeah, we can send out notices, but the ones who want to obey the ordinance and help out the city by paying their fair share on something that is in the ordinance, they'll come through. The others don't care.
So I don't really see the park being overused any more than it has been. I mean, we're putting new playground equipment in to encourage families to be there, so.
Yeah, but no, I mean, they get, at times it gets, there's,
I don't get, every place gets dusty. I
oh
mean,
yeah.
that's the problem. I mean, we had this discussion with Jennifer here a while back.
We didn't even do Auburn this year. The only one we did was Austin and around what the lawsuit told us to do around the whole thing. We didn't do Auburn.
So, I mean, we understand the problem is, but right now, we just don't have the money to do it. We'll just have to see how this all works out. We just need a contract. That's the best I can tell you, Mike.
So what do you charge them for using the park?
All we're charging is for paper products, $50 for paper products.
Bathroom use.
Bathroom, to clean them and keep, and, because the idea, again, it's not for a big event, it's for families to go watch their kids and, we talked at some point, maybe putting a half court there, I mean, utilize it as a community family area. I don't know what else to tell you for.
I have a question then. So anybody can go there, and have their little picnic, but if they want to reserve it, then there's a cost.
If they want to have more of an event, yes, then they have to.
I mean, like a family reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So you come in and you say, I want it on this day for these hours, then they pay.
cause we're
It's a-
restricting how many people can be there. 25 people and no more than 15 cars.
Okay.
Anything over that, you need to go reserve and go through the event.
Yeah, it's a scheduled event that they advertise for type of thing, not, some women showing up for coffee.
Well,
So-
do they close the park then down just for that event?
We closed that.
The pavilion.
The pavilion section.
Just the pavilion. The kids can still go, I mean, we ordered new park equipment, so.
I'll get to that.
6 weeks. Roughly,
That's the state week.
so the park's gonna change us there,
All grant money, by the way.
yeah, all grant money. We pretty much don't do anything without grant money, I mean. We have a lot of grants going because of that, because we don't have the funds.
And we're starting soon on getting the community center going too.
Yeah, I'm meeting with them Monday. So, the gal that was handling the community center, she quit, so the new people are coming up Monday to oversee it. Okay, so Mike, I know I didn't make, but that's all I can tell you.
I just have a little question. South of the community center,
Mhm.
between Mike's property and the community center, there's a lot that used to be owned by
Yeah.
CJ Farms. His son inherited that lot. And maybe a conversation could take place with his son, because they're never gonna build on it. Maybe they would be happy to donate it to the city to make it a parking.
Considering our Alex raked all the pine needles, he bought the city property, raked all the pine.
Yeah,
And actually, the pine tree there was actually planted for the city of Sumter's Christmas tree winter.
so, yeah, we know it's somebody else, yeah, I don't know, and the thing is, we could never afford to buy it, so.
Well, to donate money to the.
All they can do is say.
Oil.
Yeah, donate money to oil, yeah.
No, he said no.
Okay, moving on, next thing we have, Manning water flow on Fairview Lot.
Yeah, we can just sit here or?
Yeah, you can sit there because you're on camera.
Okay. Well, I will in a second. I'm gonna open up the subject. I go first then. Mike and I live on, apparently it was called an alley, but it's called Fairview.
Well, yeah, the
Yeah.
alley's on one side, Fairview's on the other.
Okay. And so, I gave you the information on, the section 5800 and lots 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mhm.
Okay. Michael will give you, and he'll give you pictures, but what we're trying to figure out, what to do with the, overflow from the water tanks, the city water runoff. Because, it runs through private property, along, and it goes over Fairview, or goes under Fairview Avenue, and then alongside the Fairview Alley, to Parkinson. And, it hasn't been attended to since like 2007. It's just been sitting there. And the people that own it now are very sick and can't do any more of anything, so they're gonna sell it to us. But we wanna make sure we can buy it, because, it really needs to be cleaned up, because the water is not directed anymore, it's just going out. And it's going under tree roots, and those are huge fir trees, and those tree roots are starting to be, some of them are exposed, because it's just spreading. And, we've been talking to Jeff, he's been giving us lots of good information. He said that the water could be diverted, on Manila Avenue, and take it to Parkinson. And it would just follow along the street. They would dig a ditch and it would go that way. That's one great idea, if we could do that.
Well, I think, I talked to Jeff and I don't know, but that's not water coming from a water tank. It's not chlorinated.
Right, it's not.
No,
It's fresh water.
Diverted, part of
It's
it.
fresh, it's fresh water, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, we have another lot up here that has, it's over by the Parkinson Fairview area that runs across the road. That's all fresh water,
Yeah.
groundwater. It's not, it's spring water.
Spring water.
It's, and the thing is, the other lot has the same problem. It's private property, it's spring water. So the city is not gonna go in and divert the spring water. The property owner has to, I mean, the other one is the same problem. The only thing you can do, and I think Jeff probably talked to you, is if it's a freshwater spring, I mean, you can make some calls to different agencies, but, and Jeff sent me the pictures. He said, we have
I didn't have to print them.
well, no, but you can show these guys, but no, I've talked to him. But if it's a freshwater spring, the city's not gonna go in and do anything on private property. You would have to do the diversion yourself,
Okay, okay,
because the other one is the same way.
yeah,
So
we,
my question is the city got any kind of an easement right through there, or is that just, strictly ever all of our property do? Do or so?
As far as the easement, there's no easement in the alleyway, in Fairview. Alice, do you know if there's any services that go down Fairview?
yeah, that's a good one too, because we don't have many services.
Yeah, because, you know, Fairview stops basically right behind my house and then goes and drops right off.
Yeah.
The site comes from Peter's property.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Drops off and that's all, that's city, that's roadies and goes all the way to Parkinson, but so I don't know whether that part of it, if the city, you know.
You guys sewer and water in that.
That's what I just asked, not in the, I don't think there's anything in the alley either, is there?
We don't have water down the alley,
Yeah.
and we don't have electricity. We have,
Okay, so that's up in that area, okay.
there's a lot.
Yeah, that's that area up there, yeah, on Parkinson's, that we talked about, running the line down.
Yeah, that's just on that freshwater spring.
Yeah.
But yeah, all them,
So
the
finish
grass
the
and bushes, I mean, it's a big fire hazard right now.
Well, I think, okay, guys, I think what Jeff said, if you went in, there was a culvert. If you could run it, there was a culvert
There's
somewhere,
a grate down there.
or great, that could be
Yeah, right
piped
there,
down into
Parkinson,
that.
there's a grate, but
Yeah.
it's tough when it comes down along Peters. And then there's a 12-inch culvert underneath,
Mhm.
Fairview. And then it drops off and it just comes down, that's when it starts to come down through all the
Yeah.
Right,
private property. Part of it,
so you would,
part of it is on the easement with the city, the road easement, and part of it is on the private.
well, you would have to figure, I mean, you could check with Jeff, you'd have to figure out how to, you would have to put a culvert in to run that to wherever in the street it would hook into to run the water off. You could hook into the grate down there. Isn't that where the grate is?
Yeah. The grade there, one corner, you say the grade.
About 400 feet.
Yeah, but it's not chlorinated, so it's not on.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, it's not our water, so you would have to put the piping in and get with somebody to make sure you're running it to that grate.
Okay.
So it would take it off of your property.
Parkinson, and then
Yeah.
down to Practice Creek.
Yeah, it would take it off, because like I say, there's another lot going the other way that has the same problem. It's coming right across their property, and runs down the street and runs across, and there's just no place to divert it. It goes right to Cracker Creek.
Okay.
It's natural spring water,
Okay.
you know,
We were just told it was excess runoff. so
yeah,
that's fine.
right. Well, that's why I had checked to make sure Jeff had checked it for chlorinations, because then we would know it was coming from our system.
Oh, I see.
See, so that our system was kicking it out somewhere. This way we know it's not, because it's not.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's fresh water.
Yeah, it's fresh water.
So
Tap into
I mean, it's the same spring that fills your tank with the city tank.
Or no, ours is way up.
Ours is way higher. No, this is not our water. No, this is not a city spring.
This is fresh.
Our spring comes up, you go out to McCully Creek campgrounds, and it's way up in there, and it's a whole different
Right
water.
up, because right there by the tank where it is,
Yeah,
by the lot house.
no, it's, I think it's up by the, is it up by the sand filters?
Jeff and the county.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm not gonna put you on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Come on, Alex.
Is there any way the city, since there's a shortage of water, the city can use that water?
No, I'm sorry, no. No, but it all has to go through our tank, through the chlorination, through everything. Yeah, no,
I
there's no
think he
way.
was talking
That's
the
why-
spring.
Sprinklers.
Where's the spring?
Well,
I mean, divert it through your tank so it can get chlorinated.
yeah, no. That would be a whole nother agency,
Build a pond.
2 or 3 years, yeah. Put a little pond in there.
So that's part of the problem now with all scattered out, there's little ponds here and here and here, and there, you know, it's a big mosquito nest in
Yeah,
there.
Right. I think your best bet would be is, you know, you're gonna have to put some piping in and figure out where it would hook into to run into a culvert or something to get it off that, diverted off.
What about the section where the lots were one by doing that and where it comes out underneath that one culvert?
Oh, you're talking about their right.
Because there's part of it is part of the road is Fairview
Fairview.
Road
Yeah,
that you know, it's gonna have to get covered up, you know, or pipe too.
Well,
Yeah, we've got-
I've got a map, but that's something, I think Jeff and Alex needs to go up and really walk it with you.
Oh,
And
who's that?
Jeff and Alex really need to go and walk it with you.
Yeah.
Because, yeah,
He's already done that.
yeah, but I mean,
So this is where it's running.
Coming out right here.
yeah,
But
you can see there's another one up higher, this is the spring, this company popped up in another.
In a couple areas.
Like pops up and then it goes back down and
Yep,
then pops up
Yep,
again.
and they do that.
And it just, and so it's all fresh water, it's popping up in this area.
a lot of this area, all.
Yeah, you can even corrode, all brushy. I talked to Jeff about that too on Fairview. But it's for now. But for now, for the piping, yeah, you're gonna have to find out how to pipe it off that lot.
And where, like, where is the
Culvert's
culvert?
down
It's
here.
down here, so great,
That's right.
the
Yeah,
current
right
grade's
there.
way down
So
here,
it would
yeah.
just come down there and put that, or even a culvert and just culvert it down.
And bring it over to it that way, yeah, so it would make sense.
Cause I think, but yeah, I mean, other than that, we
Yeah, I mean,
can't.
that's one big thing I wanna know, if that we didn't have an easement, the city had
No.
responsibility for cleaning that pressure, all, if I can do it, you know.
Yeah, if it's on the lot, it's on you, because we can't go in front.
You know, it's a big
So, but,
fire hazard, a lot
Yeah.
of fuel right there, but in summer.
Fairview, yeah, Jeff talked to me about
Well,
Fairview.
Fairview and all, this, where the pitches are all down through there.
Yeah.
Not like it's very
Well,
wild.
put it in the risk
Wildfire
reduction.
grant.
There's the people that clean it out. If there's a lot of brush and culverts and stuff and high grass and stuff,
We just want
Yeah.
to make sure
the
what
fuel reduction grants.
council
Yeah.
wants to say.
Yeah.
And then we'll go do what we
Yeah.
gotta do.
But, you know, you might talk to Kurt, you might look and see if there's some fuel
Yeah,
reduction.
we talked, me and Mike talked earlier
Yeah.
today, and we actually started right on that corner.
Okay,
And it's a great place to run the chipper, and it's all small stuff. Willows and that kind of thing, so.
is that the ones right in the,
Right in the, yeah, in the bottom.
In the
of
bottom
road.
one.
Yeah, that's what he would like. And then it'll just drain,
okay,
whatever that drainage is, it would drain out a lot better through there if it was cleaned out.
so that would be the best way is work with the fire department under their fuel reduction grant. And gives them, you know, they're supposed to be utilizing it that way anyway, and it gives them a.
Yeah.
You should give it. Okay,
Thank you.
okay, thank you. The zoning and, address assignment for lot 500, 600. Did you get addresses for them?
We did. Lindy and I looked, everything's so messed up, nobody follows them, all of them, they're just, the closest we got would be, lot 700. Oh, lot 600, oh, she color coded, would be 700 Thorn Road. And the blue lot 500 would be 800 Thorn Road.
Okay. So that works with it all, kind of, yeah. So, entertain a motion to assign 700 Bourne Road to lot 600 and 800 Bourne Road to lot 500.
I'll make the motion to
Do
give
that.
lot 600 and the 700 address and lot 500, the 600 address on one road.
Mhm.
No,
Is that right?
lot 500 is 800.
Yeah, lot 500, 800.
I'll second the motion.
There we go.
Any confusion? All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, opposed? I don't know. Yeah, well, okay, then we have 272 Bonanza for a fence. A 350 feet of perimeter fence. This one. How tall was that? No, how tall is the fence? The three on the corner of the wall.
4 feet.
4 feet.
4 feet.
And they're not on the corner.
No.
And it's hot water, so,
Oh, hardware? Oh, so you can see through it?
With the wood cap.
Okay.
and they know where their pins are, they had it surveyed, so.
Okay. Any concerns, questions?
No,
I entertain a motion to approve zoning permit for fencing at 272 Bonanza.
I make the motion to approve, the 4-foot fence at 272 South Bonanza.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And our next one is 810 New Street, a pole building. IR. Did you decide on, did you get
Yeah.
the all worked out?
Yeah, Lindy will do the percentage, but it's gonna be minimal, so,
Okay,
yeah.
so it all fits in there?
Yep.
Okay. So entertain a motion to approve the pole barn for 810 New Street.
I make a motion to approve the application for pole barn at 810 New Street.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Darrell abstains. Okay. Oh, Matt, Matt's not here. Okay, do you have the updates from Matt and
Somewhere.
all your shuffles? that we did?
I know, I'm turning into you.
You want my shovel?
Yeah. Oh, I have it right here.
You have my copy?
I do. Is that your copy?
No, I wrote on them.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't have strong with it.
Okay, so I am Matt Junior again. Cemetery updates, 144 yards ordered, delivered and spread. Gravel, sorry. Ronnie Borello graded afterwards. John Young also did some touch up with his tractor. Matt finished building the kiosk. It is now set up inside the entrance of the new cemetery, section 2. He is working on a few postings for the kiosk. Funding posting, a short historical account of the cemetery. A document providing how, where to purchase the plots. And layout of the plot blocks. Ron Shapland is building a few signs for the kiosk and a few others for around the lanes. His next step is to add a page to City of Sumter website for information and history. He's gonna meet with Jeff and Alex next week, right? Because they just learned that they get to give grades. And do a little training on where and how they're gonna do that. And then next is starting to sell plots and reach out to previously interested parties. So we are making a list. So people who are interested, I have a list, I'll add you to it and I'll let you know when we're up and going. Volunteer Park. Preliminary plot plan has been established for the playground with our committee meeting that we had a couple weeks ago, right? Budget's been revised as the play area is larger than first proposed. It's gonna kind of square off around the tree and include that kind of like climbing structure with the matting, the padded matting, so that it's safe and stuff for the kids. Playground equipment has been selected in process of purchase. I just finalized the colors and plans for the larger structure. So I will be hearing from the logistics soon for shipping. So yay! It'll be pretty, I promise. First building task is to improve the creek channel on the south end to stop the flooding in the spring. Remove some creek bed to deepen it and keep it from riveting during heavy snow melt. Bring in some clean fill to raise elevation a few inches on the north side of the channel. We are permitted to use 50 yards to do that for that project. Kurt dumped 20 yards so far. We need about another 30. The guys did use a little bit of it to fill in the hole where the merry-go-round was before, so we may need a little bit more. There's still another 10 to 15 yards piled at the north end of the new section at the cemetery, so I guess maybe he thinks we can use that.
Aren't you gonna try to use that then?
I guess, maybe, he didn't really say. Next step, start work by prepping the area around the creek channel, and confirm equipment order. So one has been ordered. I will finish and get the other set of the smaller stuff with the swings and a couple other pieces that'll be added next week. I just had to confirm the colors on the main piece. Now I can confirm the colors on the little pieces, and that will be set. And he says in all caps, if anyone has still they would like to donate, please let me know. Respectfully, Matt.
So did he say, give you any idea of timeline or the committee of when they're gonna start doing the digging?
We will probably talk about it at the next committee meeting, which I think he wants to do next week. When he gets back, he's out of town until like Monday, Tuesday, so I'm sure he'll be in contact with the rest of us
Okay,
and get that scheduled.
okay. Well, it's just because that goes along with there can be some disruption
Yeah,
to the park as far as closing some areas off. The
yes,
park, because once they start digging and doing stuff, we're not gonna have people in there.
right.
Okay, and then what about, oh,
Me again.
you again?
The Sumter Youth Program, we had an initial meeting with some parents and volunteers. The Croslins are involved. She's a teacher, so that will be a great addition to my volunteer. She can't get away from me now. We have a tentative plan, if we can get approval from the council for, June 18th from like 4 to 6. We're gonna do that prior to Father's Day, so we'd like to do a Father's Day craft with the kids, and we're gonna have board games, so if anybody has board games they'd like to donate that are child appropriate, school age, kindergarten through high school, so yeah, we'll take donations and, we're gonna have some fun. I'll be making flyers up as soon as I get approval, that's okay, it'll be at the volunteer at the community center. Yeah. From 4 to 6, and we'll do crafts and have snacks and play games. So I'll have posters put up if any business owners would like to put for them in business. I won't say no. If I can get council's approval to use that on the 18th.
Anyway, right, I'll entertain a motion to have Wendy do whatever program.
Yeah, I make the motion that the youth program under Lindy's supervision, community service schoolhouse from June 18th from 4 to 6.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Back to, volunteer park. Do you have a time frame as far as when that's you guys are gonna start working? Cause I assume you're gonna be doing the digging up the channel.
Yeah, when that stream dries up.
You want to dry, so you're gonna let it dry.
Yeah, right now, we'd make a mess there now,
Okay.
more than what it is now, so.
Okay. Let me be sure. Okay. Councilor comments. Daryl.
No.
No. I'm gonna make one. We received a letter after the agenda and everything in regards to, travel trailers and, in conditional use. They wrote us a letter stating they've been bringing the trailer in for quite a while and they're questioning the conditional use. I would really like people to find a time and let us know so we could get together with some of these property owners that have these trailers on them. So they could meet with council and we could come with resolve this issue. I mean, it's our ordinance. If we aren't gonna enforce our ordinance, or even try, then fine, but you know, somebody like this needs to come to council and talk to us. Not just say, you know, we don't wanna do it, you know, we don't think it's right. They need to come read the ordinances, we need to educate people on why it's necessary. So, again, I'm asking, I'm willing to have a workshop on this anytime. It has to be on a Saturday, it has to be on an evening. I just need to hear from people. So just kind of spread the word, you can get a hold of Lindy if there's a time, and then we can work something out. Because this can be resolved and we need to handle this.
I've had several phone calls. I kind of try to encourage them to write letters, but somehow people don't like to put their name on stuff. That are currently living around lots that have 2 or 3 camp trailers. And they don't like it because it brings down the value of their home. They don't want to look at a trailer house lot. And we've tried to explain to them it is only designed for 1 trailer. They have to hook up if the services are available. It is not designed for 2 and 3 trailers to be left there all summer. But they don't seem to understand, yes, you can have a family reunion. Yes, they can have a couple trailers come in. You can have a couple trailers in your house, come in your yard during flea markets, hunting season. But that doesn't mean that those trailers have to stay there unoccupied all summer long. It does bring down property values, and I understand their concern about it. But then we've got the other people that said, you know, they've been doing this for, 30, 35 years, and they're not gonna pay, and they don't understand why we wanna change it. So there's gotta be a middle ground so we can get through this. Because I can understand, kind of both sides. This is still the wild, wild west, I guess. They think that you can come and just build and do whatever you want. But the town is slowly changing. People are moving here, they're investing in property. And it's time to start cleaning it up.
So.
It's gonna take time.
Yeah, so I just put it out there again. I mean, I'm willing to have a meeting at a time that people can show up. So there is one other good news. I forgot. Matt had applied for the historical grant, 2026 cemetery grant. And he did get approved for $4,800. And so that, we couldn't say anything till today because the group OPRD wanted to put their own announcement out. So it's 5 o'clock. So we're safe to say he's gonna get $4,805 in grant money from OPRD through the historical cemeteries.
Which is for the fencing.
Yes,
That's what I was gonna ask you.
We're gonna put some fencing in, some nice, kind of it'll be appropriate for around it.
And I need to thank the Gold Post and the Stage Stop for their little boxes I collected. And I got $68 this time, so people donate in there, and I go in and collect usually once a month, and I'm averaging between $50 and $75, and it really helps, and it's all for the cemetery. So that's nice, a lot of quarters.
Okay, public comment.
I just want to add to the fire report. The last couple of months, I've had a lot of turnout with my volunteers during drill night and that. And I just want to thank them for coming on like they do and responding in the middle of the night like they do, because they're usually on a call within like 12 minutes from when we get the tone or something. There's people on scene. And I just want to thank them for that.
John?
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to get this on the agenda. Been having water issues at my house, as I was known. 4th of July coming up, will there be any issue with using the delineators and the trash cans? And Marcia, I ordered 2 boxes of trash bags the other day, so I'm covered there.
Okay.
I will put it on the next agenda, if that's what council wants, but I just want to know now if there will be any issue with us using them like we have for years.
I don't think so, no.
Would council like it on the agenda?
No, I'll bring it up on the agenda.
Okay,
I'll mention that they were going to,
okay.
and then, okay, and I need to do the reader board too. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. John,
I'd like to be kept in the loop, apprised of or whatever on Sumter Street, so I don't lose my pins. That
we will, we all.
I know, and where the sighting of the burn pile is,
Okay. Okay,
so,
noted.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay. What else?
I have a question on Fairview Road there behind me. Does the city have any survey on that at all, so I know where the lines are at? Do they know where the road easements actually?
Well, it would be,
Okay.
how wide is that? I think it's 60. It would be wherever a pin is on a corner lot, and then just go over 60 feet, and that's where it would be. If you find one pin on a property, you'll know where it's at.
Nobody knows where the pins are at.
On each
That's
corner
everywhere.
lot. The pins on the road would be the same as the pins on each corner lot. So, cause
I've never found a pin anywhere around there.
yeah, each property should have, you know, if it's been surveyed, each property should have pins, and it'll be on each corner, and there would be Fairview. So if you can find one of those pins, you just go over 60 feet, the width of the road, and if it's not on your side, it might be on the other side, but I would think I would hope that all the properties have pins. Who would buy a piece of property without finding your pins?
Well, a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, they're usually Sumter.
Because they haven't been registered by the local surveyor.
Well, yeah, but it was surveyed years ago. It may have been off
Yeah.
a little bit, but you can find, you know, somebody's gotta have a pin
Usually find one.
on the corner piece of their property. You just look on any map, and if it tells you the property's 50 by 100, if you can't find one in the back front, go to the back, hunt for a pin, go up 100.
I've looked all around that area. The only pin I know is up the side of Greg's house. There is one pin behind his garage. That's the only pin I found anywhere.
Oh, then take that pin and go 60 feet over. Cause that pin is the corner of his property. He can't be beyond that pin.
I heard surveyor.
And Fairview goes in back of him, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you find that pin, you just go over 60 feet.
But I mean, the city's got no idea where Fairview actually is then, right?
Well, we would just find the
Have a map.
pins. We would find the pins, go on the map too. That's how we do it. Yeah.
Can you find the pins by using metal detectors?
Oh, yeah.
So Mike, could you just take a metal detector and try and go off of their pin and just keep going and shooting a straight line down the air towards your property?
I mean, the streets, you know, aren't like curb to curb type of thing around here, you know, generally they'll
Why
just
not?
go up a little bit.
That one lower lot, when they put, I don't know, when they put the alley in or whatever, they took a big chunk around that whole farm lot where that grade is at.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the pins are always a problem around here, so you have to go look for them. Okay, John, yeah,
Just, Rex has got whatever Rex has got planned, the Sumter Valley Community volunteers have nothing to do with it. We would love to help him, but we have nothing to do with it,
okay,
for the record.
okay, thank you. Anybody else?
No,
I make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
All in favor? Thank you, everybody. Big motion, right? I think it's just like, yeah.